Let's move on to treasure hunting techniques with your new Infinium LS. Whenever you turn on the detector, set it in the lock ground track setting that is recommended for maximum detection depth. This lock position should always be used, except in environments where constantly changing ground mineralization requires frequent ground balancing. Let's determine if ground balancing is necessary. This can be done by raising and lowering the search coil 2 to 6 inches above the ground while listening for ground signals. Keep in mind that because of Garrett's advanced pulse induction, most ground does not require ground balancing. However, if ground signals should occur, switch to slow or fast and continue raising and lowering the coil until the signal smooths out. Return the ground track setting to the lock position. If the ground continues to produce signals, which will be very rare, you may need to operate continuously in the slow or fast ground track setting. If the ground is extremely mineralized, enough to continue to produce signals, incrementally increase discrimination until the signal becomes stable. You should never need to increase discrimination beyond the 3 setting. Let's now begin hunting and discuss interpreting the audio signals of your Infinium LS. Since pulse induction instruments give only audible clues to the identity of detected targets, it's vital that their signals be learned. Poor conductors such as nickels, most rings, lead mini balls, pull tabs, and this small gold nugget produce a high tone followed by a low tone echo. While good conductors such as large gold nuggets and this Civil War belt buckle usually produce a low tone followed by a high tone echo. Because iron sometimes disguises itself to a pulse induction detector as a good conductor, it too can produce a low tone followed by a high tone echo. Overcoming detection of iron is a challenge to any pulse induction detector, but there's a technique you can use to help identify most iron targets. It's called reverse discrimination and is described fully in your owner's manual. Here's how it works. While operating with 0 or minimum discrimination, we see 2 adjacent targets, a nail and a small gold nugget. To check out if a target is iron, turn the discrimination knob fully to the right to the iron check marking. If the target still produces a substantial signal, it's probably iron. If the target seems to have disappeared or produces only a faint signal, then it's likely not iron. There are additional audible clues to help identify iron items. Often a piece of iron will produce multiple responses as the coil is passed over the target. Listen now to how a good target produces only one response. Be aware, however, that some small or very rusted iron items may behave like a desirable target, and some valuable targets such as large nuggets and coins may behave like iron. The bottom line, as all veteran treasure hunters know, is that you should dig every target to be certain. As we go into the field, we should always remember that although the Infinium LS is a totally new detector, the same old treasure hunting concepts are valid. For maximum depth, you should try to operate your detector in the lock ground track position and with 0 discrimination. Methodically sweep the search coil from side to side at a constant height of 1 to 2 inches above the ground. Don't get in a hurry, and make certain you cover all your ground. When a target has been discovered, listen closely to its sound to try to determine what it is. Utilize reverse discrimination if you suspect that it's iron. Of course, pinpointing is vital with your Infinium LS and its Double D search coil, because this coil has a narrower detection field than conventional coils. Always pinpoint by sweeping the coil in a side-to-side motion over your target. After determining its approximate location, position yourself to the side of the target area and again scan from side to side to discover its exact location. For targets that are on or close to the surface, start behind the target's suspected location and scan the area using short side-to-side sweeps while moving forward until the target is exactly pinpointed underneath the tip of the coil. A valuable accessory for your new Infinium is a 5x10 Double D search coil. Because it is so highly sensitive, this coil is excellent for finding smaller targets, including gold nuggets. Its compact size and light weight result in greater maneuverability, especially in confined areas.